I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. It is finally time to show you guys my 100-day dry-aged ribeye project. Let's get started. This is quite a typical ribeye roast that we can buy here in the Netherlands.
What do you want me to say? It's a ribeye. It's a giant.
It's a South American ribeye, around 2.5 kilograms, nicely marbled, very flavorful. And what I did is I dry aged it. And so I have a version that is 100 days dry aged. Look at this. Just listen. It's one solid block. It's so dark. It's just crazy. And you don't smell it. It's completely hard. I can't bend it or anything. It's like one big brick.
Is this like dinosaur poo?
I think this is gonna be like beef jerky or something.
Wow. Is it even meat?
This is kind of cool.
It's a fossil.
I'm hoping that this has a lot of beef flavor and it's really strong and powerful and tender on the inside. So I'm so looking forward to this.
It would taste like dried Italian salami or something. Or like a Spanish fouet.
Looks really ugly and nasty, but I know it's weird, but it's kind of a passion for good food and good experimenting. And this one started a long time ago. It all started 100 days ago when we packed a whole ribeye roast into a dry-aged bag. We put a little air filter in and we sealed it off, vacuumed it to perfection, and then put it in the fridge. And after 100 days, this is the final result. Look at the mountain of, basically bark that we cut off. There's so much that we had to cut off, but you gotta get it right. You got to cut off all the black and dark parts. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a steak that tastes like, basically like bark, like old fermented meat. And you don't want that. You want the dry-aged experience to be tender and beefy and flavorful, so you have to get rid of all that dark stuff. But that's what you get with a 100-day-old steak. You end up with these tiny bits, and we haven't even cut them into steaks yet. But it's so cool. Just so excited that we still have that really tender meat. Let's take a closer look at this.
I'm not sure if I like this.
It smells really like dry-aged beef in a really intense way. And this is, this is to be expected, but I don't know. Morrison always said it's like fouet.
It's a really distinguished smell.
I think it's going to be like a delicate tasting experience. It's not going to be like a feeding frenzy. I think that the flavors are going to be so powerful that you don't want a lot of it. You just want the experience.
It's still really beefy though. I don't know. I'm always really careful with these things. It must be good. Even this looks a little bit tasty. No?
No!
It's not that bad.
This is going to be like the time you ate the ghost pepper.
It's not good either.
It's not.
But it's not bad. The red part is like a really good carpaccio.
It does. But it's super intense.
Yeah.
It's super intense. Just like it did with the ghost pepper. Big thumbs up if you remember the ghost pepper.
Oh, come on.
Like Morrison said, there's only one thing left to do. Cut this up into steaks, get a good reference steak, and fire up the grill. Wow, what an experience. Completely different than cooking a normal steak where there's juices and fat flying around and you got all of that excitement. But with this 100 days dry aged steak, I don't know, it's like grilling a dry piece of meat. It's like grilling a dry piece of meat. which it in fact is, but I was thinking like maybe some excitement with fat and stuff, like things flying around, and none of that though. But the good news is it looks pretty good. Not juicy, but the cuisson looks good and it has a nice crust. So I'm guessing the crust is gonna be amazing. The flavor is gonna be super heavy beef flavor. You guys wanna find out how it tastes? Let's go.
It smells like a steak now. That sour smell is gone. It's got pull.
It's weird.
The weird thing is,
I love it and I hate it.
when you take a bite, everything seems normal, just like a normal tender steak. It looks normal.
Like, wow, what's going on in my mouth?
It's pretty tough. It feels like it's dried out, but it's not overcooked.
This is exactly why I love experimenting.
It has done something to the texture.
You're not sure what it is, and it's good and bad at the same time.
Flavor-wise, to be honest, I thought it was going to be a really heavy taste. It's not that bad.
The first bite was freaking awesome. It was like a crust like no other. And then you keep on eating, it's like, I don't know. It's dry meat. If you wouldn't season jerky, I can't imagine it tastes like this. But the crust is freaking awesome.
It's not like a once-in-a-lifetime steak. It's not tender anymore.
And to me, you know, I might be a freak. I don't know. But just trying to dry age a steak for 100 days, the sole idea of being able to do that at home in your fridge while this thing doesn't rot. I've been looking after this steak for like 100 days in the fridge. I was moving things around and I checked on it. I checked if the refrigerator by accident didn't shut off or something like happened. It's like, it makes you paranoia. You know, the first 10 days you don't care about it, but like after 10 days caring about it, I had like one of these racks where it sat on top of, so the air ventilation was right. I didn't put too many things around it. I didn't want to have other stuff that could be influencing the flavors. And do you know the Tamagotchi? Do you know the Tamagotchi, Marcel? It's like a Tamagotchi.
It's like there's so much going on in my mind and I can't really place it.
For a lot of people, 21 days, 34 days is like the optimum of dry aging. But doing this at home, like 100 days, how cool is that? You like playing with your food. I like it. Not because it tastes good. I like it because it's fun. I enjoy the process. And let's give the reference steak a try. And this is just a ribeye, South American. It's nothing special, it's nothing crazy.
What's the difference?
This is juicy. The crust, nowhere near that dry aged one.
It's clear. In its original shape is a really good steak. Was it an expensive steak, Roel? No. But it's a good steak.
Yeah, the inside was really nice and juicy, but the outside, the crust of that 100 days dry age was phenomenal.
It's tasty. It's really juicy and tender.
What if we could make...
Woo! Woo! That's the difference.
Playing with your food.
But that's the difference.
The outside of a 100 days dry aged steak with the inside of a Wagyu. Make it, take it apart, then put it back together again.
I think we screwed it up with the 100 days. I think if we did it 30 days, it would have been a terrific steak. 100 days is too long.
You guys still here? Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you to our patrons and the YouTube members. See you guys next time. Until then.
It's smakelijk.
And keep on grilling. Phil Morrison, I think it's weird that you like this over that. That crust is just so freaking awesome.
But I told you that.
Yeah,
I like the crust.
yeah.
But
You can't lie about that.
this is just a really good regular steak. And I like that too.
I appreciate the good steak. But this is something extraordinary. Do you like blue cheese?
But there's nothing tender about it anymore. How about that?
But it's
I do like the taste. I do like the taste.
I think if I set you down in front of a fireplace and I would slice it really thin with a good glass of wine. I would give it to you and you would enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is like the coffee that we use from the civet cat.
Yeah.
This is like a foie de gras.
Yeah.
It's something to enjoy on its own, like something special and extraordinary.
Yeah. It is. It totally is.
This belongs on like one of those little toast cracker things.
Yeah. But I
With
still,
a bit of creamy something on top.
I still preferred it to be a little bit more tender. It was just a little bit.
All aboard!